Hope is not dependent on circumstances, and this is a key issue, that it is easy for people when life gets hard or difficulties come, but if you look for the greatest pictures of hope in the Bible, where do you find them? Often in the darkest places. In fact, one of the greatest books on hope is in the prophecies of Isaiah. And Isaiah is a time of captivity, it's a time of defeat. Israel has been judged for her sins, she has been crushed. But it's right in the midst of that crushing that you get the Isaiah chapter 40, where it talks about we will soar with wings and as eagles, and it talks about rising up. You see that Isaiah 53, it talks about the suffering Messiah. You see these tremendous pictures of God's judgment, so that in the time of darkness, hope penetrates. That was the true, as I mentioned earlier, Viktor Frankl in Auschwitz, who was able to have hope despite the darkness. Václav Havel, who was the founder of the first-time president of the Czech Republic after the collapse of communism, but he had been in prison for many years. And he wrote a lot on the subject of hope, which he discovered in prison. So circumstances. The problem in the Western world for us, and particularly if you're from the United States, Canada, a lot of the Western world is mollycoddled into a psychological view of hope, in which hope is a feeling rather than a truly existing thing. And so when we don't have emotions, what we're actually describing is not hope, it's optimism. It's hope sees through the darkness and triumphs through it. Hope can live through cancer. Hope can live through suffering, can live through imprisonment, as people like John McCain did when he was a prisoner of the Vietnamese, and many others. So hope transcends circumstances. Optimism doesn't. Optimism is optimistic on principle, then when life gets hard, optimism fails and they become pessimists. So hope is a transcendent reality of the universe that needs to be connected to the source.